All right, so there are three things that people are constantly talking to me about. They're not really questions, but we talk about it in the comment section of my videos or in the comments on Facebook or private messaging. And those three things are, one, that I spend too much money on cheap gear. The second one is that I overpay for some of my gear. And the third one is, how do I get more subscribers? And in this video, we're not going to talk about how to get more subscribers, but we are going to talk about wasting money on camping gear. And so in order to understand where I'm coming from, for me, when I think about wasting money, I think about buying things or spending your money on things that you do not need or want. If you don't want them and you don't need them, that's a waste of money. And so for me, a lot of you that have been watching my channel for a really long time know that I used to do battle box. I used to spend the $55 a month on the advanced box, and I would go over my 3 favorite things that came in each box. But I would end up with a lot of stuff like this that I didn't need and that I didn't want. And so I felt that it was a waste of money, and I canceled my subscription. And so for me, that is wasting money. If it fulfills a need, if it fulfills a want, it's a justifiable purchase. You're getting fulfillment out of that. You're fulfilling your need, you're fulfilling your want, and so it is not a waste. The 2 principles that I practice here on the channel is the buy once, cry once, and the you get what you pay for. So a lot of people, when they say you get what you pay for, they are talking about spending as much as you possibly can on an item so that you get the most out of that one item. And I don't agree with that. I agree with the you get what you pay for, so make sure that you're paying for the stuff that you're getting, but don't pay for the stuff that you don't want. To kind of better understand that, I have an example here. I have 2 cups, and these are both collapsible cups. They're both lightweight. This red one here is from Ozark Trail. It's like $1.50 at Walmart. It's 16 fluid ounces. The measuring markings are very, very small, very, very hard to read because it's not punched out really well, and so there's excess silicone and stuff, and so it's really hard to read the measurement markings. The silicone is really thin, so this thing doesn't close very well. It just kind of collapses on itself, and you got to kind of fiddle with it to get it to close. And it's $1.50 collapsible cup. Here we have a Sea to Summit cup. This is 8 fluid ounces, so it's half the size. The measurement markings are large, very easy to read. It's very easy to close. It's very easy to open. It's a lot thicker silicone. It's a lot more robust than the silicone on here. I know some of you are going to say that this one's harder to close because it's larger. So I have a Sea to Summit bowl here that's very, very easy to open and close. And so some of you are looking at this and you're going, see, you get what you pay for. If you spend more, you get more, which is very, very true. But you want to get what you pay for. This one, people are saying, why would you spend $10 on this where you can get this for $1.50? It's much cheaper. You're saving a lot more money. Well, the thing that people don't realize, the thing that everybody seems to overlook, is these are 2 completely different things. Yes, they're both collapsible cups, but they serve a completely different purpose, right? If I'm looking for a collapsible measuring cup, this isn't going to cut it. I can't even read a lot of these measurements, and so I can't use this as a measuring cup, where this is a really good measuring cup. Also, because of its size, I can put it at the bottom of all of my pots and pans. So I can put my water bottle on here, and it all nests together. It's a really good option for a measuring cup. It nests on the bottom of all my pots and pans. It's high quality. It's going to last me a really long time. So this is where the buy once, cry once comes into play. I'm getting exactly what I want. I'm spending almost 10 times the money, and I'm getting the one thing that I want the most and need the most. It serves every purpose that I'm looking for. However, if I'm looking for something for my dog to drink out of, and all it needs to do is hold a significant amount of water, this is the answer. This only holds 8 ounces. This holds 16. My dog doesn't care about the measurement markings. My dog doesn't care how hard or how easy it is to close this thing. She just needs something to drink out of. And that's where this becomes the better option. This is way too expensive and it's a waste of money because you're buying things you don't need. You don't need the measurement markings. You don't need it to open and close really well. You don't need it to fit at the bottom of your pots and pans. So you get what you pay for. I need a cup for my dog to drink out of. That's what I'm paying for. That's what I'm getting. That's what I want. If I'm looking for a measuring device that fits at the bottom of my pans, this is a waste of money. I'm not getting what I want with this. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. So you're going to buy once, cry once, or you're going to get what you pay for. Okay? And so with that, hopefully you now understand where I'm coming from. You understand that just because I say buy once, cry once, doesn't mean spend as much money as you possibly can and get as much as you can out of one item. I want you to buy the item that make it cost more, but it's exactly what you want. It's exactly what you need. Sea to Summit makes a collapsible mug, which is a 16-ounce mug. It's not what I want. It's not what I'm willing to pay for. I don't need the extra 8 ounces. This is what I need. So I bought once and I cried once because it is $10, but it's exactly what I was looking for. It's exactly what I need. I didn't buy the more expensive Sea to Summit mug that's 16 ounces because all I need is something that holds water. And this does the job extremely well, and it's only $1.50. So I'm getting what I'm paying for. I'm paying a lot less money to get something that holds water. Okay? I don't need to spend top dollar to get a collapsible cup. This does the job. All right? So now that we talked about that, now I want to talk about the cheap stuff that I own, the inexpensive gear. Now, for me personally, I like to test out gear personally before I make decisions. I don't like to trust other people's say before I spend a lot of money. And so for me, I like to spend a little, I'd like to buy inexpensive gear, I should say, so that I can test out different things. So here I have a very small fixed blade. It's basically just so that I can see the advantages of having a smaller knife compared to a larger knife. Is it really that much more controllable? Is it really that much lighter? Is it really a lot of different things that people say that a smaller knife is? And I don't need to spend top dollar to answer those questions, right? This little Mora here helped me answer almost all the questions that I had. Another thing is like a kukri. There are a lot of people that love kukris. It's probably their favorite style blade, and they just love kukris. I don't need to spend top dollar to see if I'm one of those people. I don't need to spend top dollar to see what the pros and the cons of having a kukri style blade are. For me personally, I'm not a fan of the recurve. I don't like having curved blades. I find them harder to sharpen. I find that the advantages aren't ones that I particularly use. And so this isn't for me, but I didn't have to spend top dollar to figure that out, right? You spend a little bit of money, you get something to test, to use, to see the pros, to see the cons, and yeah, even this here, the Charade, has a recurve. And so this has an extreme curve. Does the smaller recurve, does it make a lot of a difference? Is it better or worse than a kukri, like sharpening wise? There's a lot of questions that I have that I don't need to spend top dollar to get the most expensive knife to learn those things. Okay, so I spend a little bit of money and I buy these different different things to test, try out, learn from, so that when I do buy once, cry once, that I am buying once and crying once because I am getting exactly what it is I need. It's exactly what I want, exactly what I need, and it's going to perform the way that I expect it to perform because I have the experience and the knowledge from testing out all these different things. And so with that being said, I want to make sure that you guys walk away with this with the most amount of knowledge and help as possible. I know that this is a topic that a lot of people get grief for. And so I'm going to leave 2 links in the description box down below. The first one is for Meeting of the Prepared Minds. It's a group that is very knowledgeable on higher end gear. There's a lot of people in there that have tested, used, understand the importance of spending lots of money to get exactly what it is that you're looking for. And they can help you make sure that you're not wasting money and getting things that you don't need. Something that I want to show as an example is this BioLite stove. I was looking for a wood burning stove, and I spent top dollar. I spent a lot of money on this thing. And what I ended up with is a portable fireplace. So I was looking for a wood burning stove. I wanted something that I could cook on and use natural resources as fuel. Okay? So I bought once, cried once. I spent as much as I could. I got the one that was most recommended, and I ended up paying for a cell phone charger that doesn't even work that good. This doesn't even work at all. But I ended up buying things that I didn't need. I wasted money on this. I got something that I thought I knew what it was. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. So I thought I was buying once, crying once, and I ended up just crying more than once. So the Meeting of the Prepared Minds will help you make sure that you understand exactly what it is that you're looking at. This doesn't make a great stove. It does not make a great phone charger. It's a perfect traveling fireplace. It's perfect for heating things. If you want fire, this is a great portable fire pit. It's perfect. It's a perfect fire pit, but that is not what I was looking for. It's not what I wanted, and I ended up spending a lot of money because I didn't understand what it truly was. And so Meeting the Prepared Minds will help you understand. Another thing is if you're looking for simple, easy, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you just need something for your dog to drink out of. The second group is the Budget Bloodhound. Randy has started this group, and he is very knowledgeable at finding deals and finding very cheap, inexpensive, basic things that'll get the job done. And yeah, I highly recommend his group. Again, make sure that you know exactly what it is you're looking for, because he'll find you the cheapest dollar amount possible. If he can get down to a couple dollars, $1, $2, he'll do it. So make sure that you know what it is you're looking for on both groups before you start asking questions and before you pull the trigger and purchase something. Make sure that you're not settling for something when you actually are looking for something else. So with all that being said, make sure to leave any knowledge or questions in that comment section. If you need any help, advice, I always do the best I can to answer every single comment. And then make sure you subscribe and come join the pack. I have a new video every Sunday and Thursday, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.